Son, I always knew that you were different. And only parents can tell when you're different. And that you were going to do great things. You were going to succeed by any means necessary. And I love you, I'm proud of you, and keep up the good work.
I think the biggest thing is for my mom, she's a big inspiration to me because of her drive and just the will to always put others before herself. That's something that's trickled down to me or permeated into my life. She was working a lot, and I never saw that as, something bad. I just understood that that was her love for us and trying to provide for us. So that's something I always think about, her love for us and trying to provide and just giving us also some perspective on how to survive, in the real world.
I wanted my kids to be good in school because I knew that that was the only way that they could make a really good life for themselves.
Growing up in Pasadena, very interesting. I think we're a lot different than LA. We have our own little unique experience here. It's a smaller city. I feel connected with everybody here. I feel like I've had somewhat of a small town experience, but I've also had, the bigger things like Rose Bowl, and we're also really close to Los Angeles, so I've got the best of both worlds. A teacher of mine, Miss Bell, allowed me to get into a summer program that it was called SEP, and you would go to private schools and you would spend like a summer there, and it kind of opened my eyes just to everything that was out there and changed my perspective on how far I could go and just the resources that are out there for me. I came home one day and I just was like, I want to go to private school. It was kind of just like throwing a dart blindly, and I said Loyola. It really was never about football. It was really just the off the field stuff, the people, and the resources.
I'm thinking, I'm already working like 2, sometimes 3 jobs. And I'm like, private school, okay. But David put himself in places that he could be recognized and he could show his talent, whatever it might have been.
Pocket collapsing, Brand throws an interception into the hands of David Long. David Long may go.
When David was drafted, it was just unbelievable. I mean, not unbelievable, but he put in so much hard work. It was like, you made it, you did it. You did that for yourself. I'm grateful that he can be home and be close to family, and we can get to go see him, and it feels good. It feels really good.
I always say that, I'm from Pasadena, but I've done so much stuff for the city of LA, in the city of LA. I went to school in Los Angeles. So to come back here was crazy because in my mind, I kind of was fully prepared to leave. I just left for college. I prepped myself to just be anywhere. So it was just crazy being able to come back to LA.
I always told him that, if you make it, you pay for one kid every year to go to private school, make sure they don't have to pay for books and anything, because somebody gave you that chance.
I just feel it's really important to be hands-on in the community. In Pasadena especially because I'm from here, but in Inglewood because they're allowing us to use their city, being there and playing. I definitely want to get in the community and help impact some of those kids in ways outside of sports because they do need some of the resources. And as somebody who was on the other side of the fence, I understand what those resources can do. Now that I have the resources, I think that I always want to try and help someone, as my mom did. For my mom, thank you for everything. There's no way that I could thank you enough for some of the things that you did for me. Now being an adult and everything that we have to do and sacrifice for ourselves, for you to do that and still take care of your kids. Like I said, I can only thank you, and I love you.